Hey, welcome back to another episode. Another episode of Let's Play with Uncle Jay. I'm your host. Your Uncle Jay. That's right. You got it. You got it right. You nailed it. Nailed it. So we updated the mod pack. Look at this stuff. Look, this is from a mod called BiblioCraft. BiblioCraft. And oh boy, it does that sometimes. But I'm telling you, BiblioCraft is amazing. So today, what I want to do is I actually want to work in the Emerald Farm. But first, I want to show you BiblioCraft stuff. Excuse me. If I was hungry, I would be able to eat off of this plate right now. If I shift and right click. There we go. Shift and right click. And you can put stacks of stuff on this plate. It's amazing. Amazing. I've got tons of donuts. Tons and tons and tons of donuts. But first, let's check this out. So this is an armor stand from Better Storage. And when I hit that, it puts it in my hand, right? This is an armor stand from BiblioCraft. And let's do that. See? Works just the same. Let's take that off. I'm going to show you that screen in a second here. So, you right-click on this thing. That's what you're wearing on the right. This is what's on the armor stand on the left. So you can go like that and swap your gear out. Another thing, though, is you can shift and right-click, and it swaps it. Look, wearing that stuff, wearing the glasses. Now, as you're wearing these glasses, if you look at things from BiblioCraft, you can actually see what's on it. Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, Aqua Affinity. Doesn't work on this because it's a Better Storage thing. But, man, this is a desk from BiblioCraft. Let's just show you a couple of these recipes real quick. Desk. Very basic recipes. Everything is pretty much on par with this. Everything is pretty much like this. Just slabs and planks and this and that, really. So let's go downstairs and I'll show you what I've been up to. So these are bookcases. And what is a bookcase, you might ask if you were right here? Bookcase. Same kind of thing. Planks and slabs and different types of wood. So you can make all sorts of different types of stuff. So when you look at this stuff while wearing these glasses, you see what's on the books. If I shift and right click, no, that's not going to work. What if I do that? There we go. You can actually see what's in here. Silk Touch. So I've got all these Silk Touch on the side there. So right click again in the empty spot. And hooray, shift. And there you go. Right click and it's back in. So we've got our Silk Touch. All this great stuff. This is a clipboard. I'll show you that in a second. But I want to, let's see. Aqua Affinity. Let's get one of those. Give me one. There we go. There we go. Aqua Affinity. Okay. Let's go upstairs and check this out. I've been making a lot of copies of books. A lot of copies of enchantments and stuff. So let's see. This is Smite. Let's take Smite out. Let's make a copy of Aqua Affinity. And go put this guy. Actually, let me show you this. So after you make chairs, you can actually put carpet on stuff. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you right now. We'll just make some purple carpet. Now watch when I put this on the table, if it works. I'm not 100% if it'll work. Yes! Yeah! Look at that. Tell me that's not one of the coolest things ever right there. Oh, man. It's so cool. Okay, let's put these books up. Let's do them the fun way. So that's Aqua Affinity. These are Smite, okay? Smite and Smite. Hooray. This is our old book that we used to use for the episodes. This is a clipboard. And when you go to it, you see we are on episode 45. So, let's see what's episode 45. Show BiblioCraft. Check. Done. Prep the farm area next. That's where we're going now. And I'll show you where I'm going to go, and then I'll just cut the camera and head there. So I think where I'm going to go is right here. The Fungi Forest, it's called. Basically, I wanted to put the Emerald Farm somewhere else, but I'll get into it, but it wasn't really gonna work out. Anyway, let me head to the Fungi Farm, and we'll be right back. All right, we're coming in now. I really like the Fungi Farm. There were other places that I wanted to do this thing, but I like the water. A lot of it comes down to leaf color, what the leaves look like. And Fungi Farm looks all right. Grass doesn't look too bad. Everything's okay. Where's a good spot? Where do we want to put this? Let's go where there isn't a big crevasse like that. And let's go down here. Oh, boy. Okay, I have a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to dump off here. Let's see. Let's go. We'll just do that, and we'll do this, and we're going to call this, I don't know, Emerald Farm, I guess. I'll just call it Emerald Farm. Okay, and Emerald Farm. We got our waypoint. Let's make sure that works. Yep. Emerald Farm 1 is a Mystic Grove where I was going to put it, but I'm not now. I was having crashing problems. I kept crashing. It was really, really strange. Let's put some of this stuff up. And tape. Oh, man. This stuff, I'm telling you, this stuff is so cool. The BiblioCraft stuff. Just amazing. Watch this tape measure. I'll just show you the tape measure right now. So what is a tape measure? It's yellow dye and some string. So that's yellow dye, string. And then the tape measure is just 4 iron around that. And what's the tape measure do? Well, what's the distance from this block to this block? 7 blocks. You see it down at the bottom there? North-south measurement 7. What's the distance from there to there? Distance of 9, height of 1. This is going to help out a lot for making sure that things are odd numbers and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm telling you, it's going to be great. I just want to get a lot of this land cleared out now, and we'll start getting into it. So I'll be right back with a lot of this land cleared, or the trees cleared, rather. All right. Let's just get a few more of these cleared out, and I wanted to talk about this episode a little bit. So this is obviously the Emerald Farm episode, and it's gonna be painful, as I said before. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cutting away and cutting in, and it's just a lot of work. So I was thinking about it, and what will probably happen with this episode is I'm going to split it up. So I'm just going to work on the Emerald Farm probably in little bits and pieces. So I'll have, like, you know, an Emerald Farm part 1 and a part 2 and all that kind of stuff. And we'll see how all that goes. Where's my sleeping bag? I needs it immediately. I'll probably split this thing up because it's a lot of work. It really is. Wow, the sleeping bag gives you armor. That's weird. Okay. Oh, no, I left my glasses on. Okay, well, I guess I can, I'll use them to read the tape measure. That's what I'm going to do with glasses. They're on purpose. What are you guys talking about? Let's see here. I wonder if that stuff spreads. I can't remember if it spreads on grass or just dirt. Oh, well. Let's take some of these things out, though. And, yeah, so I'll probably do a good amount of the Emerald Farm now, and I'll just, it'll kind of be one of those ongoing things that I work on a little bit at a time. Just because I don't want to do, you know, only Emerald Farm and just be stuck just doing this one thing for a week. There's other stuff that I want to record too, especially with BiblioCraft, the new mod that was added. I'm telling you, it is bananas. There's so much cool stuff in that mod. Just looking at the things in the mod, I started getting all these ideas about rooms that I want to do again, or, you know, if I could do the enchanting room again, what would I do? How would I do it? We can make a library. I mean, there's just tons and tons and tons of stuff that you can do with it, and it's amazing. And that's only one thing. There's new witchery stuff that's added. There's all sorts of new stuff going on. Mushroom. All sorts of new stuff going on, and I want to take advantage of that stuff and show it off without worrying about having to finish this Emerald Farm. I don't want to worry about having to finish the Emerald Farm, because I don't want it to be bad. Like, I want it to be good. I want to be able to take my time on it. The more I can take my time, the better the thing's going to end up in the end. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Now, how are we looking? Do I have dirt? I thought I had dirt on me. Get out, mushroom. Let's just get some of this dirt down real quick. I'm probably going to have to get some. I just want to, oh, come on. I just want to even this up a little bit. Get out, cow. Mushroom cow. Okay, come on, buddy. You gotta go. Or not. Fine. Just be there then. That's fine. If that's how you want to spend the rest of your life, cow, be my guest. Be my guest. Okay. Oh, how's this looking? Flat-ish. Flat-ish. Let's, you know what? Let's just fill this whole thing in. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, now it moves. Thank you, Cal. Okay. Uh-huh, uh-huh. And, what is going on lately? I've been doing really well. I hope you guys have been doing well. I've been practicing... Well, I've been practicing a very specific dance. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but, this has nothing to do with Minecraft, by the way, you young gentlemen. But, I've been practicing the moonwalk. And if you don't know what the moonwalk is, it's where it looks like you're just kind of sliding backwards. It's a move made famous, / invented by a man named Michael Jackson, who is one of my heroes. And I don't care what your dad says, your dad was into him too. I bet your dad used to be able to moonwalk as well. I challenged somebody to a moonwalk competition. And the thing is, I don't know how to moonwalk. So we've got a month to get ready. Prep farm area. Okay. Yeah, I think we're prepped. We're cleaned up. Let's, well, we need to figure out the layout. This is going to be a very interesting part right now. Okay. And give me that tool back. Whew. All right, we need to figure out where the center of this thing is going to be. That waypoint is probably going to come up. Actually, that waypoint is going to come up right now. Uh-huh. What did I call it? Just Emerald Farm? I think I did. 4. And great. Let's just move this thing way back here. And then we don't have to worry about it. Okay. Not waypoint 24. Emerald Farm. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Whew. Actually, I take it back. This isn't cleared. Let me clear out this grass, and we'll be right back. Whew. And we're back. We're back. We're back. Okay, let me move these two guys. And, oh, boy, the timer is going to be the hardest thing today. I'm telling you, every time I do... I mean, I'm bad enough as it is, but every time I do one of these episodes where I have to cut away and cut back and stuff, forget it. Oh my goodness, did you see that? Wait. Mouse over, shift. Wow, it says what's in it. That's amazing. I hate to be amazed by simple things like that, but wow, that's cool. Okay, let's, oh no, let's sleeping bag it again. Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right. Man, let me go through my inventory and just kind of show you what we have going on here. Let's, well, first things first, let's go through one of these guys of a lot of the stuff that I brought with me after I punch him to death. Tons of wood. That's not it. Okay. Wood, pink wool, and purple wool for marking things because they stand out. We've got some bricks because they stand out. We've got this cobblestone stuff because it stands out. Transport pipes, a bunch of chips for those. This screw gun is from BiblioCraft, and you can use it to do all sorts of stuff. But, I mean, just tons and tons and tons of stuff. You can even spin pistons around. You can make pistons turn with that thing. It's crazy, crazy. And then in our backpack, we've got a lot of tanks. A saw, because we're going to use it for stuff. A bunch of factory blocks. 4 tesseracts right there. 2 resonant energy cells. These are better than the ones we have in our base right now. These are incredible. Same thing with this redstone energy conduit. That's better than what we have in our base. A bunch of transportation stuff, moving fluids and items and stuff. Cyan wire, right? The insulated stuff, which reminds me I've got to get some non-insulated stuff. Some Jacobs. We got Chubbs. I brought Chubbs along. Actually, you know what? Come on out, Chubbs. Come hang out, buddy. Here, take that. And take that, too. Get it, Chubbs. Get it. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, and our tools and stuff, obviously. We are really, really set up, ready to go here. So what is gonna be the center, I wonder? I think the center. Let's grab a couple of these tools here. Let's just grab some of this. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna fill in the dirt. And we're gonna cut away and come back yet again. Get him, Chubbs. Wait. Get him, Chubbs. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Yes. Let me fill in a lot of this dirt here, and we'll be right back yet again. Cut away and cut back. Cut away and cut back. Cut away, cut back. That's going to be this whole episode. Pretty much every time I work on the emerald farm, that's how it's going to go. Sorry. Alright, just dropping some stuff off in storage. Let's head back real quick and try to figure out how things are going to go here, because I'm not sure. I got to get my sleeping bag ready. Let's see. What am I going to need? I'll grab that. I'll grab some signs, and we should be good to go there. Can I sleep yet? Yes, I can. Yes. Hooray. Okay. Now I want to take... Let me talk to you in the face. Hello. Now I want to take my time here. If I right-click, does that put that out? It doesn't. It doesn't. All right. Equips it. I want to take my time laying things out this time. I have a bad habit of just kind of rushing into stuff. So let's just say, we're going to say the center is going to be there. We'll mark that as center. Hooray. Perfect. Now we break out our tape measure. Now for the way this is going to work is I'm going to have a couple witch spawners. And you have to be within 16 blocks of a witch spawner for it to spawn witches. Or any spawner, you have to be within 16 blocks. So I'm going to go... Not 16 blocks. I'm going to go, well, let's see. That's 12. So 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll mark that as 16 blocks. 16 clocks? 16 blocks. So that's, that's going to be 15, 14, 13? Or is it one more? Let's see. From there to there. 12. Let's see what this looks like from the middle. If you're standing here and things are spawning over there, is that okay? That'll be 11, 10, 9. Let's see. Let me double check that. 9. Is that too close? I think that's okay. That's okay. So we'll do 9, and we'll do 9 on the other side as well. So 1, 10. So that is the 9? Yeah. Let's double check this. Okay. 9. Okay, that works. That works. So I want the witches falling here. It's going to be really crazy the way that I work it out. But they're going to fall through, they're going to spawn and fall through a portal all the way over here. Which is going to be from there to here, 19 blocks away. I think that's plenty. I think, you know what, let me look something up. Let me look something up. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good. We're good, actually. What I wanted to check is if the spawner is here, then monsters have to be a certain distance away in order to spawn. And that distance is 17 blocks. Now, from here to here, we're hitting 19, was it? Yeah, 19 blocks. So, we're technically okay, but we're a little close. So, I'm kind of worried about it. So, I want to go there. We're going to try it out here. I'm going to sneeze. I am going to sneeze. Okay, and let's check this guy. So that should be 11 now. Tape measure. This tape measure. Oh, man, this tape measure is the best thing ever. Okay, so 11. This should be 21. Or, I'm sorry, 23. 23. Woo, I am terrible at math. Okay. Okay, let's mark this as spawner center. And we're going to mark this as kill floor. Because we're bringing them over here and we're going to kill them over here. Now you know what? This is what again? 11? Maybe we go 11 in front of that. 11. Okay. Blam. Oh, the idea here, well, you'll see the idea, but basically they're going to spawn here, they're going to die here, and you're going to walk somewhere around here and trade with a villager. Haha, I'll get into that one. That's going to be really, really hefty. But, okay. Now, let's see. Let's go... How many blocks is this? 10. Okay, so if I put 1 there, that's going to be 9. Is that a... Yeah. Okay. That's a good shape so far. That's a good shape. I can work with this. Whew. Okay, now what are we gonna have to do? We're gonna need... They're gonna spawn right here. So I'm probably gonna want a villager up here. Now, boy, how does this work again? Where'd my marking blocks go? There. Okay. So if we're standing here, we want to be able to trade with the villager while this thing's going. So we're going to say that the villager is going to be right there, I think. Let's just do like this. And you know what? We'll just go up on all the sides. Like that. And okay, so basically the idea is that you would hit a button or something and a villager lands in here and you trade with them. So let's mark that as villager. Where do we want the button? I'll figure the button out. I'm not super worried about it right now. Whew. Okay. So the villager will land here. Where, then, do we want the entrance? Keep in mind, we're going to do the entrance through a portal. Maybe we do... like this kind of thing? I kind of think so. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, okay. And we'll go up. One more. We're just going to say that that's going to be the entrance-ish. It's going to be... You know what? Actually, I don't even want to go that far with it. I just want to have a couple pillars up. I don't want to start thinking about what it's going to look like right now. We'll just get something ready. There we go. Okay. So this thing is then... Let's see. If the spawner... If the center of the spawner is here... Hey, this is kind of, how far is this again? This is 16, right? But they spawn out to the sides is the problem right now. There to there is 11. Let me think. That's 11. They can spawn 4 blocks left or right. So if I do this here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then wall. Ah, wrong block. Okay. If I do that here, then there's going to be a window right there. Is that too close? Actually, I think that's okay. I think that's all right. I think that's all right. We can do that. Okay. Let's do some of this. And we're going to say that this is the window. Huh. Okay. Now we've got our villager right here. We're going to have a button here to drop them. We've got the spawner and a window that we're looking through. Sure. Okay. On this side, well, that's, let me think. This is where we've got to kill them. So how many blocks is this to here? 6. Oh, because if they're spawning here, then it's 4. Well, you know what? We're not playing by the rules. We're going to go 5. Just, I mean, come on. Odd numbers, blech, gross. Or even numbers, gross, gross, gross. Okay. That is Mr. Window, and we are Mr. Sleepy Time. Go. Whew, I want to keep this whole thing balanced. I want to keep it balanced. I'm going to spend a lot more time focusing on how this is going to go on camera right now than I am focusing on how the power works. So there, 2, 5. Is that 5? Which means that the next thing goes right here. So this is then going to be where we display our power and all that kind of stuff. But we have to get the witches all the way over to here first. Okay, that's no problem. That's no problem. That's no problem. Let's see. Power display. Great. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't even think about the chunk thing. Let me F9 to see the chunks. Okay. Here's one chunk. So if they spawn, this is one chunk of... Okay. So they're spawning. Hey! This ended up actually being all right. And we're kind of right in the middle here. So as long as we don't go back here, I want to try to keep things for the most part in you know, just a couple of chunks. I don't want to go over chunks because there's problems with things loading sometimes. They're staying loaded. So we're just going to do that. Now, get rid of that. Okay. Now comes the really hard part. Figuring out how the power stuff works. I want to do one quick test in creative, and when we come back, I'm going to have a lot of this worked out. A lot of it worked out. But let me take you into creative right now, actually. I'll show you. And then I'm just going to continue tests in creative. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's not continue loading. Poop. Darn. Okay. Well, I may have to start a new creative test world. But basically, I'm going to move some spawners here. The witches are going to spawn and fall through an enhanced portal at the bottom. When they fall through the enhanced portal, they fall into an enhanced portal on this side. 23, however many blocks away it is, so that they can keep on spawning over there. So they fall here, and they get killed by a grinder. Now, witches drop a lot of stuff. Witches drop sugar, gunpowder, redstone, yellowstone, sticks, and then, you know, miscellaneous meat and stuff like that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make as much power as I can out of the witches' drops. So we will be back, well, for you in a few seconds. For me, in a while. We'll be right back. Okay, you ready? You ready for the reveal? Here we go. Here we go. Here is the spawning room. I've got 5 spawners in there. The witches spawn in and then fall through an enhanced portal that then takes them over here. They fall through here, and then the grinder hits them. The grinder sends their mob essence here. Now, bear in mind, the main thing that we want from this is mob essence. Any sort of power that we get from it is a side effect, and good. It's a good thing. Like, it's just a bonus. That's what I'm doing with the power stuff. Now, all of these, I want to take a quick note real quick. All of these pipes, these transport pipes and junction pipes and all this stuff, not actually working correctly. Let's, oh boy, that was scary. I don't think it's a problem with how I set them up. I think it's a problem with the mod itself. Let's put that gunpowder in there and see what happens, if anything. So what was that? See, that went in. That's weird. I have an idea. I have an idea. I want to try something real quick. Let's see. Overflow. How do you make one of these? Green, red. Okay, we're going to make one of these, and then we're going to call it there. Well, I'll walk you through it, and then we'll call it there. So the idea here is the whole thing basically functions off of these things called reactant dynamos. Fancy word. But all it means is that you send a fluid to it, and you send a solid to it. So gunpowder and energized glowstone for this one. Mob essence works, but we want to hold on to that stuff. Oh, the witch made it out. Isn't that fancy? Wait, is that a coven witch? I think that might be a coven witch. It's a Coven Witch. It's one of mine. We're okay. Redstone or energized redstone, I think it's called. Destabilized redstone. Sorry. Energized glowstone, destabilized redstone. Those are two fluids that work in these. Mob essence works in them as well, and I think there's one more, but I can't remember what it is. But basically, we want the mob essence from the things, and anything that we can do to generate power as a side effect is great. So, the witches drop redstone and glowstone. The redstone comes into this crucible, magma crucible, which just burns it up and turns it into a fluid, which then goes into this dynamo, and this one. The glowstone, same thing happens. Glowstone, I bet I know why that's not working. Oh no, because the glowstone went in. That's really weird. It's also really weird that the, you see that gunpowder floating around? That's really weird because I know for a fact that these guys want gunpowder. Let's take a look real quick. Look at this. Gunpowder, 64. It's a stock keeper chip. Oh, okay. I think I know. When we make the overflow thing, it should fix that. Hopefully. Anyway, so the redstone comes into this line and it goes out this way. The glowstone goes into that line and it goes out that way. Then you need the solids for it, right? So witches drop gunpowder and sugar. Both of those work as solids. Sugar burns very quickly. Gunpowder, not so much. Also, I should note that the destabilized redstone burns quicker than the energized glowstone. So, to be honest here, the glowstone plus gunpowder, probably not the best combination to have, but I'm not super worried about it. I'm pretty sure I've mostly got this, I don't think really more than 4 of these are going to start running at a time. What is that? 4... That's what, like something, 320 redstone flux a tick. 320. I bring that up because I don't know how much power we're going to have to use in the farm, like the actual wheat farm down there. If it's more than that, then I can just make a small tree farm and it'll be okay. This, like I said, this power is just secondary. It's just a bonus. All we really care about is the mob essence. So, you've got your redstone line, which comes down here. You've got your glowstone line, which comes down here. Gunpowder goes into all of the dynamos, except for this one and that one. Then sugar comes into this guy, and this is all basically with this Project Red stuff, right? Where I can make stock keeper chips and responder chips and all kinds of stuff. Basically, it's like our storage. It's the same kind of general system as our storage in the house. And then one of the last things that witches drop that we care about are sticks. So then the sticks come into a steam dynamo, which has water. This is what water looks like in this biome, by the way. We're in a, fungi forest? Yeah. Green. I think that's really, really, really cool looking water. Very different. But the water goes into here, and the sticks come into here, and that burns up a little bit of extra power. Now, where do the extra drops go? Well, the extra stuff, everything that's not part of the power system, so everything that's not on that list that we're looking at right now, comes into this chest. From this chest, it all gets, everything gets pulled out of the chest. Now, trophies, potions of healing, spider eyes, and glass bottles. Give me a second. I hear you. All those things go into... I'm sorry, they're blacklisted here. So they can only go this way. Let's look at this chip. Same thing, whitelist. Trophy, glass bottle, potion of healing, spider eye, and a witch's hand all go into this tesseract. The tesseract has its counterpart right here, which then goes up into this chest. From this chest, everything gets extracted, and it starts going into 3 deep storage units and this resonant strongbox. So this deep storage, wow. I'm getting a lot of potions of healing because Yeah, they seem to be, a lot of the witches seem to be taking damage when they fall. Maybe they're falling, are they falling 3 blocks? They are falling 3 blocks. So they take a little bit of damage, they pull a potion out, and sometimes they get killed while they're holding the potion. I've also got spider eyes, a good amount of them so far, and glass bottles, which means that witches' hands and trophies go into this resonant strongbox. Whew! Yeah, and then everything else, for now, goes into this chest. Don't mind that rotten flesh. But I'm having everything, basically I want to send everything to this nullifier, which just deletes anything that goes to it. It's like throwing something into a bucket of, or a pool of lava, right? Just disappears. But I just want to keep an eye on this stuff to make sure I'm not about to start nullifying something that matters, right? I'll wait till this chest fills up probably, and then if it all looks like this necromancy stuff, I'll probably just send it all to the nullifier. Huh. So that is how we're generating mob essence with a side effect of generating power and holding on to all this stuff. Now, the next part of this, let me grab this clipboard now. The next part of this is gonna be making a wheat farm and hopefully getting a villager to spawn with a wheat trade. Well, I can get a villager to spawn with a wheat trade. I want to come up with a villager spawning system, though, to do it for me. But the idea is that the villager lands here. I talked about this before. The villager lands here, you right-click on them, and you trade a bunch of wheat, and then when they're done trading, you hit a button, and they fall through, and then the next villager falls in, and you start trading wheat with them. That means we need 2 things. We need a very advanced villager spawner system, and we also need a wheat farm. So I'll show you what I've got going on for the wheat farm. I went all the way down here. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Before I go down there, I mapped out the chunk. You're probably wondering what the wool stuff is. The wool is the chunk borders, right? So this is one chunk. This is another one. This is another one, right? 16 blocks by 16 blocks. And the purple is dead center in the chunk. Just because for the anywhere where I can, I want to try to... I didn't do this before, and I regret it already, but I want to try to keep things in one chunk if I can. So the farm/farms will go down here. I've been working on this for a couple hours now, actually. Well, maybe not a couple hours, but like an hour or so, clearing this out and putting the walls up because we're actually in the middle of a giant cave. Yeah, there's a huge cave around us right now, and at some point in time, I'm gonna have to run around the cave and light everything up so nothing spawns. But you can hear it. Listen. You hear them? They're all over the place. They are all over the place. But the idea is power will also come down here. I need to make cows. I gotta get a bunch of cows down here so that I can make industrial fertilizer, just like at the house at our power farm. So I need cows, I need a sewer, I need fertilizer, I need to then make a crop of wheat, and I need to fertilize that wheat, and blah, blah, blah. A lot of stuff going on. But for the sake of today's episode, I should also note right now at the end of the episode, this is part 1. I'm probably going to do part 2. Well, I will do part 2. I'll probably end up having to do part 3. This is a very, very long project. And I'm gonna try to release the videos all at the same time, to the best of my ability. Just because I want everybody, I don't want people to know the details of the farm before it's ready to go. I want them to see, you know, the fully functional farm at the end, and also just in case something weird happens, you never know. I don't want you to have to see a halfway finished farm for a long time, you know, in one video. I'd rather release 2 or 3 videos at the same time and go, here it is, it's all done. If you watch all of these, you see the entire process. So guys, I have so much stuff right now. Let's look at Chubbs real quick. Chubbs has been following me around while I was clearing all that bottom. So Chubbs has a ton of stuff. I have, well, not a ton on me, but here it is. I've got that from clearing all this stuff. I've still got all this stuff to use. You are just asking for it. Yep. Asking for it. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I got to take back to storage and put it in the house and clean things up and all that kind of stuff. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in part 2.